Welcome to Zylo TV. Today we bring the latest updates on the US-Israel-Iran conflict. Iranian cities face multiple missile strikes, causing extensive damage and civilian panic. The US deployed advanced fighter jets, drones, and military assets supporting Israel. Israel retaliated with airstrikes on Iranian military bases and weapons depots. Iran launched ballistic missiles and drones toward key Israeli cities, including Tel Aviv. Reports indicate casualties including civilians and high-ranking military personnel. Financial losses are significant, $12 billion for the US and $8 billion for Israel. Tehran, Qom, and Mashhad cities face widespread infrastructure and civilian damage. Global energy markets react as oil prices fluctuate due to Middle East tensions. The international community urges de-escalation and diplomatic intervention. U.S. intelligence confirms further missile shipments to Israel amid rising conflict. Iran mobilizes air defense systems and deploys anti-missile technology across cities.
Tel Aviv reports damaged buildings and partial power outages due to strikes.
Casualty reports include military personnel and critical infrastructure losses. U.S. deploys naval forces to monitor and secure the Persian Gulf region. Iranian forces conduct counteroffensive maneuvers along strategic points. Economic impact spreads globally. Stock markets show extreme volatility. International media reports ongoing devastation in Tehran and surrounding regions. Military experts warn of prolonged conflict with escalating casualties. We are seeing a significant increase in casualties across multiple regions. U.S. and Israel joint operations focus on critical Iranian command centers. Iranian air defense successfully intercepts several incoming missiles. Casualty reports indicate rising civilian and military losses in key cities. The U.S. allocates additional military resources to maintain operational advantage. Israel conducts precision strikes targeting Iranian weapons depots and launch sites. Financial losses are mounting, $12 billion for the U.S., $8 billion for Israel. Major cities face widespread disruption in electricity, water, and transportation. Iranian drone attacks continue to challenge Israeli airspace security. U.S. intelligence monitors all movements closely to prevent escalation. Iranian media reports destruction of key military installations. The conflict intensifies as both sides continue missile and airstrikes. Reports indicate continued missile launches as tensions escalate across the Middle East. Israeli defense systems intercept several incoming missiles during the latest wave of attacks. Emergency services rush through damaged neighborhoods following the overnight strikes. Military analysts warn that continued escalation could destabilize the entire region. Satellite images reveal heavy damage to several strategic facilities. Missile defense systems remain active as additional launches are detected. Military aircraft patrol the skies to monitor any further attacks. Residents in several cities take shelter as warning sirens echo through the streets. Drone surveillance continues to monitor troop movements and strategic areas. Damage assessments reveal destroyed vehicles and damaged infrastructure. Oil markets react quickly as tensions in the region continue to rise. Security forces strengthen checkpoints around strategic military bases.
New missile launches are detected as both sides continue retaliatory operations.
Emergency teams continue rescue operations in heavily damaged neighborhoods. Strategic communication centers remain operational despite ongoing attacks. Military convoys move through desert routes transporting critical supplies. Air raid sirens continue to warn civilians across several regions. Defense officials confirm ongoing monitoring of missile launch systems. Military radar systems track multiple aerial objects in the region. The situation remains tense as both sides prepare for possible further escalation. Tensions remain high as both sides continue monitoring each other's military movements. Military officials confirm additional defense systems have been activated. Heavy explosions were reported near several strategic areas overnight. Emergency responders continue working through the rubble to locate survivors. Air defense radars remain active to detect any new missile launches. Military jets patrol the skies to prevent further attacks. Defense officials state that surveillance drones are monitoring multiple locations. Authorities warn civilians to remain alert as sirens continue to sound. Global markets react cautiously as uncertainty spreads across the region. Global markets react cautiously as uncertainty spreads across the region. Satellite monitoring continues to track possible missile launch preparations. Emergency medical teams remain on standby across several cities. Military analysts continue assessing the scale of recent strikes. New defensive measures are being implemented across strategic locations. Authorities report heavy structural damage in multiple districts. Military convoys continue transporting equipment to frontline positions. Radar systems detect multiple unidentified aerial movements. Radar systems detect multiple unidentified aerial movements. Officials urge calm as emergency teams continue operations. Copy, evacuating Sector B.
Thank you.
Military command centers remain active throughout the night. Status update, all units holding position.
The region remains on high alert as tensions show no sign of easing.
Military forces remain on high alert as tensions continue rising across the region. Defense systems stay prepared to intercept any unexpected missile launches. Emergency alerts continue to warn residents across several cities. Rescue operations are still underway in multiple damaged areas. Satellite surveillance continues tracking possible launch sites. Military jets remain airborne to patrol strategic airspace. Authorities continue strengthening security around vital facilities. Command centers remain active monitoring developments throughout the region. Drone surveillance captures movement near strategic positions. International observers continue monitoring the evolving situation. Radar systems detect multiple aerial movements during overnight monitoring. Military logistics teams transport essential supplies to operational zones. Security checkpoints remain active across several important routes. Military analysts review new satellite data from the region. This shows a significant buildup along the border. Confirmed, the data is clear. Authorities confirm continued monitoring of missile launch systems. Emergency services remain deployed across damaged districts. Regional airspace remains under strict surveillance. Authorities urge residents to remain cautious during the ongoing situation. Defense officials say monitoring efforts will continue throughout the night. Military patrols move along strategic highways to maintain security. Air defense networks remain prepared for any sudden escalation. Global leaders continue reviewing the evolving situation. The conflict zone is expanding, with new developments overnight. Sanctions are on the table. Night surveillance operations monitor all movements across the region. Authorities say the situation remains tense but under continuous observation. Security forces remain deployed across sensitive areas to prevent any sudden escalation. Radar networks continue scanning the skies for unusual aerial movements.
Military officials confirm continuous monitoring of missile systems.
Emergency teams stay prepared for any new developments in affected regions. Military analysts continue evaluating satellite imagery from the region.
The new images confirm multiple strikes on key infrastructure.
Drone patrols monitor movement near important infrastructure. Military vehicles continue transporting supplies to operational zones. Defense systems remain ready to intercept potential threats. Emergency responders continue assisting civilians in damaged districts. Command centers remain active, monitoring developments around the clock.
Copy. Feed is live. Tracking movements now.
Military patrols continue across strategic roads and border areas. Authorities confirm the situation remains under continuous surveillance. Security teams increase monitoring around vital communication facilities. Global analysts continue discussing possible outcomes of the conflict.
Key variables include regional alliances and potential escalations.
Military logistics operations continue supplying frontline units. Defense systems remain operational across multiple strategic zones. Emergency alerts continue reminding residents to stay cautious. Satellite monitoring reveals ongoing military movements. Military jets remain ready to respond to any emerging threats. Authorities say emergency operations will continue until stability returns.
Copy that. Evac is underway. Need more support here.
Military communication systems remain fully operational. Drone surveillance continues across key monitoring zones. Officials urge calm as monitoring operations remain active. Defense teams remain alert for any further developments. The situation remains tense as authorities continue close monitoring of the region.